Okay, for this question, Mrs. Butler asked all her friends how many pairs of shoes they own. Here are the results. So, number of pairs of shoes between 1 and 6, there was 1 person, 5 people have between 7 and 12, and 8 people have between 13 and 18 pairs of shoes. So part A says, which is the modal group? So modal referring to the mode, so which is the most common bracket people answered in? Well, it's not going to be these frequencies here. It's got to be one of these groups. So as you can see, 8 has there's more people in this category than in the other categories, so the group 13 to 18 is the modal group. So I'm going to write 13 to 18 just as it's written in the question. For part B, it says, Mrs. Butler says most people in Wales own more than 12 pairs of shoes. Is Mrs. Butler correct in using this data to come to this general conclusion? Well, we're going to say no in this case, with a reason along the lines of we have insufficient data, anything like that, or that she's only asked 14 people. Any of those reasons will do. And then for part C, write down different groups Mrs. Butler could have chosen so that all of the data can be analysed more accurately. And what they mean by that is, at the moment, being only 3 groups between 1 to 18, they're quite broad groups, so they're trying to say to us there we need to divide this space up so it's we can analyse it a bit more accurately. So down here we could suggest maybe going up in 3s instead, so say 1 to 3, we then go 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So that would give us a more accurate breakdown of the results. And the really important thing here is that none of these groups overlap. So if I had 3 shoes, I'm going to be in this group. I can't go into this group. It's discrete, you know. I mean, possibly what I would be tempted to also include here is anyone with more than 19. That would also help with our analysing. And also you don't need to include a 0 here, because I think we're assuming everybody would own at least 1 pair of shoes.